Hello everyone, this is RyGuyGaming here, back with another episode of Genshin Impact. So I'm just going to be straight up here real quick. I haven't actually heard much feedback from my previous video. At the end of the video I asked what you guys would like to see from this series or like future videos in this series. And the video where I asked that hasn't actually gone live yet, so I don't actually know what people's responses to that is yet. By the time this video goes live, that one will probably be, well, it will definitely be live though. But I did ask in Discord and I got some good answers. So I think what we're going to be doing is mostly sticking to the story quests, and I'll probably show some of the loot box stuff, just because I know people get a kick out of that. Seeing what other people can get out of the loot boxes. Another thing that I will admit is that I did play this game a little bit off recording. I did end up getting a new character here. I have no idea how to say her name. Let me actually check. Yeah, I got a new character here. Her name is Ningguang. And I think I made a mistake when I got her, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So essentially, yeah, all I did off camera was get a few chests, unlock a few teleport shrine things, and basically study the in-game shop more because I was really curious how the microtransactions and everything work. So I was pretty much right last time. So these are your loot boxes and they take one of two currencies. So you either have your purple little fates or your blue fates. And basically each fate will give you one loot box roll. And you can get fates by spending the prio gems. So now if we go to the shop, there are a couple other ways you can get fates. You can get fates by spending the star glitter, the stardust, yeah, or buying them with the prio gems. And to get the prio gems, these are the things that we've been earning by doing things in game. You can also get them from directly swapping them for crystals on a 1-to-1 ratio. So you buy like 60 of these crystals, you can swap them for 60 prio gems. I don't know why you can't just buy the prio gems outright, because I think the crystals can't be used for anything else. Oh, never mind. I guess they can be used for character outfits, but that seems to be the only two things you can use them for, is new costumes and to swap them for prio gems. However, that being said, I have, after doing some studying, learned that you do not want to buy these because it's pretty much a waste of your money. Like, I think at best, if you buy like the $100 pack, you're getting like 80 crystals per dollar or something. However, what you do want to buy is this thing, the Blessing of the Welkin Moon, for $5. And basically what that does, it's essentially like a subscription for this game, I guess, where you get 300 crystals up front, and then every day you log in, I think you get like 90. So you get a total of 2,700, I think, if you log in every day during the month. That's kind of the catch with this, is if you know that you aren't going to be logging in that much during a month, you probably don't want to buy this. And the second catch, of course, is that it's time gated before you can get all the prio gems that you buy. So this could potentially be worse, but I think if you do the math, it averages out to like 600 prio gems for $1 or something. So you'd be kind of stupid not to buy this compared to the crystals packs, just because it's like an insanely better deal. So yeah, if you're planning on like getting the prio gems so you can unlock new characters, this is probably the best way to do it by far. But of course, if you don't want to, you don't have to spend anything. You can, from what I understand, play this game pretty much free to play. I think I've heard that most people are able to get a ton of characters just playing the game. And then basically, yeah, like I talked about last time, they have these star glitter and stardust. I don't understand it a ton, but basically, I think if you get duplicates from the loot boxes, And sometimes the loot boxes will just give you either of these. So you can, like you see, I have like 2 of these and I have a lot of these actually, but I don't have high enough level to unlock anything with them. So I guess I'd have to wait for that, but I could buy some of these with these so I could get like more loot boxes, which is cool. Now we talk to how I messed up. So if you remember in the last episode, there was a loot box category for noobs, which I unlocked the Noelle girl with. And basically it said if I did another 10 of them, then I would get another character, which is this character right here. And so that's what I did. I spent some of the prio gems. I bought some of these blue fates with the prio gems. Which is apparently not smart because you can get these acquiescent fates from doing other things in the game. It's much smarter to get the intertwined fates with your prio gems, so just keep that in mind if you do play for yourself. Don't make the same mistake I did. Only buy these purple blue ones instead of just the straight up blue ones is what I learned. But I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, if I need more of those, I can just buy this $5 thing because it's only $5 and who cares. Or you can just play free to play and still get plenty of characters. There's a bunch of other stuff too when it comes to the loot boxes, like how the percentages work that I learned. I'll just sum it up because you can go on to Reddit if you want to look up how it works. But basically, if you're the unluckiest person alive, it'll cost you about $350-ish to get one of like the character that's featured on the loot box. So if I wanted like this girl right here and I was completely unlucky and I only bought these crystal packs here, it would cost me about $350. Of course, that's assuming a lot of things, like I didn't have any prio gems to begin with. That's assuming that I'm not willing to wait to buy the character, because I guess the characters rotate out monthly, which is interesting. So you only have like a month to buy each of the characters or something, which is kind of an incentive for you to buy these worse crystal packs so you don't have to wait for the Welkin Moon thing. But either way, I think if you just plan well, like I'm pretty sure that they let you know what characters unlock during which month, so you can just plan well and plan ahead for which character you actually want, so that you can either play the game or buy these things and log in every day so you can save up enough. Secondly, I also found this thing, which looks to be like every character in the game, which is pretty cool. It shows you like all the different characters you can unlock, and it shows us the ones we already have. But you can basically kind of go through here, see which character you want, and then I guess look up when they're going to become available next so you can buy them. So another thing that's kind of cool is I actually got 2 Ningguans. So because I got her again, not only did I get some of the star glitter or whatever it's called, I also got like an unlock for her constellation power. So I guess as you like get duplicates of your character, you get more of these items here, Stella Fortunas, which activate the different constellation abilities. And it seems like for your main character, like for Lily here, we can get a different item called Memory of Roving Gales, which does the same thing, but you unlock it from doing other things because obviously you can't roll the loot box for the main character. So anyways, I'm going to probably include a time code that you can skip to right now so that you don't have to watch all that loot box stuff if you don't want to. I just thought it was interesting and I just wanted to share it in case other people were kind of playing along with me or like getting started at the same time as me and were just as confused about all the microtransactions as I was. One thing I am going to do though, so if you see here like Ningyong here, sorry if I said that wrong, she's another like magic caster and she has the Geo, I think they're called visions is what they call like their elements or whatever, I don't know, but her powers is like Geo. And so I think what I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to swap her out. I think I'm gonna swap her out for Noelle here. I actually like playing as Noelle a little bit better, just because she has her like two-handed weapon. I feel like she does a lot more damage. But I don't know, maybe as we play around we can see which characters we like the best. From what I gather, it's better to kind of like focus on just a few characters than like try to max all of your characters at once. But if you decide later that you don't like a character and you want to like switch to another one, it doesn't seem to be too difficult to be able to like get them up to level with what you're doing. So anyways, enough of all that stuff. Let's finally get to the actual like meat of the video and do a quest. So because I haven't published the other video yet, I'm sure someone would have told me what Archon quests are, but because I haven't published it, I still don't know. And it looks like we're still too low of an adventure rank to do it anyways. We'll do some of these quests. I think we'll do the glider one with Amber real quick, because that sounds like fun. So let's go and do that. I learned in the last episode that if you click the left stick, I don't think I left this in the video, but if you click the left stick, it like highlights your marker, so it's easier to find, which is nice. What happens if I... Oh, so I guess there's just two Ambers.
Hey, Traveler! I've been looking for you everywhere. How's that wind glider I gave you last time?
Pretty good.
Seems like it's really growing on you. But then again, you don't have a gliding license, do you?
A gliding license? What's that?
Isn't it obvious? You gotta have a gliding license to legally glide in Mondstadt.
Well, I've been doing illegal things for like an hour.
Oh, but we've been gliding for ages now. This is the first we've heard about it.
Yeah, you've been gliding all over the place. Everyone's noticed.
So you came looking for us because you want to give us a gliding license?
Paimon must have something in her eye. She likes to wink a lot.
No way! The Knights of Favonius have strict rules. You need to pass an exam, and only then will the Knights issue your license. Today, I'm here as an examiner to oversee your official gliding exam. I gave you your wing glider, so this is my responsibility. At least that's what Acting Grandmaster Jean would say.
An exam? What a pain in the butt. Then again, since Amber is the examiner...
It's fine, I can do this.
I'm sure you'll glide through it. I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that Storm Terror attacked, so I'm sure you'll have no problems. But we do need to respect the rules and glide properly. Here, take this gliding manual. No need to memorize it, just be familiar with everything in there. For example, only one person per wing glider, no carrying anything over the set weight limit, no taking off using an animo slime, and so on and so forth. Anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when Lisa was teaching me magic.
Wow, that's a big old book! Paimon thinks we best get started.
Great, come find me when you're done. I'll be at Windrise.
Except Paimon can already float, so...
The Knights of Favonius gliding manual does not sound like a fun read.
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land, birds that yearned for the sky had wings, but no way to fly. They asked the animal god, "How can we reach the heavens?" To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find that which is most important." As the god spoke, the wind thrust the seeds of a dandelion high into the sky. The birds thrust out their wings, but the breeze was all too mild, leaving them to stumble across the earth. So they went to the gorge, where the wind showed off its wild and incomparable strength. They threw themselves off the cliff and flapped their wings amongst the howling winds. until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the animal god they went to gleefully say, "We understand now. All we needed was a stronger wind to fly." In reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world."
That's a cool story. But is the Knight's gliding manual really written in that style?
Reads like a fairy tale.
Huh. Anyway, let's go find Amber.
That's pretty cool. I like how the idea that like the world has like its own like mythology and stuff. Although considering the world is like full of magic and stuff, the story could definitely be true. I decided not to use the fast travel or whatever because it seems like there's still a lot of chests and stuff that I have to find. So I decided to walk instead. Plus it's nice to just run around and listen to the music, so why not? So here's another one of these things. Okay, so those are the animunculus things. So I guess if I get enough of those, I can give them to the statues, and then that will increase my stamina. So that's good to know. I am kind of curious. The map is kind of barren besides like the teleport things. I wonder if there's a way you can like buy treasure maps or something where you can get like the treasure chests and the animunculi to show up on your map. But I don't know, maybe that will be part of the main story or something. That seems like something that the game would probably tell you about. You know, I am kind of curious. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I have a lot of these level up books. I'm kind of curious how much you should be using these. Like if these are good things to save or if you want to be using them like as soon as you have like the gold too. I don't know. Looks like the NPC Amber has on the nicer, like the one outfit. The other one, I can't remember what it's called.
Great, you're here. Did you have a good read-through of the gliding manual? Got all the rules down?
I mean, I read it, but...
Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there. Ugh, the gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't tell Jean, though.
Really? Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories in the gliding manual.
Cool stories? Oh, you must mean the example cases in the appendix. Some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal Animo slime takeoff. Apparently, if you pop an Animo slime and take off in the burst of wind, it shoots you up really, really high. I really want to try it.
No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly.
What? Let me take a look. Oh, shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid.
Bum bum.
Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one when I was leaving.
How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual?
I don't know Japanese, but I believe Amber is what someone would call a baka.
This is so embarrassing. It's because, maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world. Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of Mondstadt. But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then. You just need to follow the marked route to the finish.
I'm ready. Let's hope this goes better than the last time I tried to fly through hoops. Okay,
You nailed it! But it's no surprise, given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Don't keep me waiting.
Alrighty then, you heard her. Back to the city. Let's not keep her waiting.
Are you kidding me? Why did she have us run all the way out here if we're just gonna go all the way back to the city? Oh well, at least I can pick up a few more of the animunculi on my way back. Alright, let's try to jump on this one and see what happens. Nice. Yeah, last time I unlocked this warp tower here on the top of this big building. It took me forever to climb it. Sometimes I would get stuck on the building, but I eventually got up.
Hey, here! Over here! I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exam. Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle.
I'm ready. Uh-oh. Does this not let me go up again? That's sad. There we go. So much for not stopping in the middle. Oh, look, a chest.
I'll keep this close. Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's do the final stage.
This game doesn't seem to be too punishing when it comes to the gliding challenges, but which is fine.
Easy. You've flown this way before anyway.
Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just keep thinking about that license. Ready?
Go. At least we don't have to travel across the map this time. I guess what you're really racing is the time. They probably don't care if you land. You just want to make sure you beat the timer. Good thing the hitboxes on the rings are generous.
Windborne Traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius. I am Otto of the Knights of Favonius.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license.
My gliding license is,
It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arresting you under Section 7, Article 12 of the Mondstadt Penal Code.
Why is this dude's mouth not moving?
You have the right to remain
there we
silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit his crimes, so people started calling him Raptor.
Wow, he flies fast then.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside. But he escaped with the artifact. Fortunately, one of the sisters put some secret markings on the artifact using elemental magic. But he was too fast, and we couldn't even keep up with the trail the markings left behind.
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
As far as I know, he was last seen near Springvale. But that was some time ago.
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance.
Sure.
Once we've got this raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off. But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean.
I'm kind of curious what happens. Like, what if I switch to, like, another character for those quests? Does it, like, put me back to Lily? Does it only let me play those ones as her? Because they wouldn't really make sense if I played as, like, Lisa or Noelle. This game is so funny. Since when do mushrooms grow on trees? Now someone in the comments going to tell me that mushrooms actually do grow on trees.
This is Springvale. There must be some clues about raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took.
Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues. Ooh, hey, what do you think this is?
It looks like a broken tree branch.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore,
There are no elemental traces on it. It looks like it's just a plain old tree branch.
Sorry, I would have been talking more, but that song was very nice. Goodbye, I'll talk to you later. Let's see. I think on the map oh, here it is.
A strip of cloth with animal markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wind glider.
wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought.
If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken.
Looks like you don't even have to use the site. It just shows you where everything is anyway.
How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off.
How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
Did I just hear that, or was that Paimon actually said people actually do that?
Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear. It appears that the elemental markings point this way.
Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings.
Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead.
It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
Oh yeah, look, there's some guys fighting.
Right.
Swing blade.
Thank goodness, the Knights of Favonius have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
I can't believe it, but the hilly trolls attacked our carts. Luckily, I outran them.
Hilly churls? But I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the hilly churl camps around these parts.
It's a small camp not too far from the village. The route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out into the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when the merchant caravan gets here tomorrow.
Funny looking? In what way?
Oh, he was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. On with the chase! Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
Okay, I know this is kind of off topic, but I don't remember if I missed this, but what the heck is Paimon? Why is she like the only like tiny little floating thing? Oh wow.
Suffocate! Freeze!
Time to clean up.
Suffocate!
Are you kidding me? Oh, wait.
Suffocate! Suffocate!
Jeez. For only being like level 2 or whatever, she does so much damage. She does like as much damage as Lily, and she like isn't even close to the same. Come here, Lisa. Let's like zap these dudes.
Freeze! You're open! Suffocate! Freeze! Suffocate!
Why do they keep saying suffocate? What the heck? I get the guy saying freeze because he keeps freezing me, but
Suffocate! The wrong test subject. Have a little taste.
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people, too.
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for?
I wonder... Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure.
I wonder if we'll get a new wing
Look where
glider.
we are!
There's no more elemental markings ahead.
The elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him! But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him. Forget these guys. Come on, let's keep following the elemental markings.
So it looks like we've got to like the quest dungeon or whatever. So this episode is probably going to end up being pretty long, but I'm going to assume that most people probably skipped the store explanation at the beginning, which took up probably like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do the hideout, because it sounds like fun.
There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off.
If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam?
Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go?
It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt herself. So, what do you say?
Watch me nail this exam.
Woohoo! Good answer! Prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
Use the nearby wind currents to keep yourself afloat while evading enemy attacks. While gliding, you can drop bombs. Defeat all opponents this way. Interesting. This is kind of fun. I hope they have more stuff like this where you can do like different kinds of things. Oh yeah, drop it right on those explosive barrels. Heck yeah. Did I kill all the enemies? Oh no. I think that's all the enemies. Oh yeah, because the door opened. Death from above. Yeah, I honestly hope there's more dungeons like this to kind of mix up the pace. That's kind of fun. I think I hurt myself when I blow up those explosive barrels.
Nice! You breezed through
Or
it.
maybe I got shot. I don't know.
You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine.
Breeze through it. Oh my gosh,
All that's
Amber.
left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go.
Oh, okay, good. I think I did it right. That's good. I was like, oh my gosh, did I just lose because I touched the ground right at the end? What does trial mean on Amber? Oh, does this mean that, like, so if she wasn't in my party, I get it. If she wasn't in my party, I would have her for this dungeon. I get it. Okay. Because, yeah, it looks like she's necessary. Because if you notice, this Amber is wearing the NPC Amber's costume instead of the one that she comes with. Default. So I guess that's probably what would have happened last episode if I tried to go into Lisa's dungeon with a full party. Because it probably would have put Lisa on trial. Destroy the power source to unlock the mechanism. Geez, the aiming sensitivity, like when you're zoomed in on the controller, is insane. Like, I don't think it's like barely any slower than the regular camera rotation. And the regular camera rotation is probably a little bit too slow, but oh well. Oh, hello. Let's go kill all these boxes, because usually they have stuff in them. Oh, or I'll just get wrecked by slimes and stuff. How did those guys get back up there? What the heck?
Hey!
wonder if there's a better way to kill these guys since... Well, that guy got knocked down. Yeah, it was just this guy that didn't. There we go. Did the other guys die? Oh, there's one more guy. I guess he didn't get knocked down all the way. Now he's dead. So I think you can use the sprint button as kind of like a dodge, like if you just tap it. So I think that's what I'm going to do, unless I can figure out like a better way to evade damage.
It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere.
Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor. You can't escape.
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you.
Deep breaths, Amber.
You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across.
So how did he get across?
Some sort of mechanism?
I don't see a mechanism, and I have good eyesight. Besides, there's nowhere on the cliff that you could build one.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no, he's getting away!
Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there.
But...
Don't worry, I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider.
I'm with Amber.
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left.
Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness.
Go. Go, Outrider.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully...
What? Okay, she says, Roger, let's show this guy what an Outrider is made of.
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully, the wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me.
Heck yeah.
Amber! No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna fall! It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
This guy's really flinging stuff at me with his shovel.
Freeze!
Be gone!
I love doing that, it's so funny. Oh, this is a boss battle. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Here's something special.
Windblade.
Oh wow, that,
All right, I
that
got him.
wrecked him.
I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us.
Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easily fooled.
It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth.
Does Sherlock Holmes exist in this universe? What?
At the end of the day, gliding is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage.
What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage.
It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem. I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same.
Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exams since then?
Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all no glide zone this, no landing zone that. Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether, but I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all.
Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from Acting Grandmaster Jean sometime.
Sounds good.
I'll head off first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
All right,
She
let's
just can't
grab
sit
the
still,
loot.
can she? Guess that's why she's the outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt. Getting this gliding license has turned into quite the adventure.
Paimon loves to talk. So I think I should have unlocked, I should have unlocked something in my little journal here, which is nice. And it looks like I don't have too many more things to do. I just have to cook some things, find one of these cryo abyss mages, which I found before, but I almost died too, so I ran away. And then upgrade the statues to level 4. Alrighty. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go unlock this thing. And then once I do that, we'll go get our gliding license, and then that will probably be the end of this episode.
This statue of the Seven seems to be affected by a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind current seal thingy around the statue of the Seven.
Okay. Where's the monster that's affecting it? Is it this thing? Oh no. Can't really hit it if it's in the air. Can she hit it since, oh yeah, because she has ranged attack. Uh-oh.
As a dutiful maid would.
Oh, it's gonna do the thing where it runs at me again. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to head back over here now. Oh yeah, I found one of these yesterday. When I was running around, I found one of these in the library. It like takes a picture. And I don't know, maybe you can like collect those or something and they fill something in, I don't know.
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now. Yay! I'm not surprised though. You are a natural after all.
Yeah, it was easy.
Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship. I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kinda boring.
You won't stand a chance of winning if you sign me up.
Oh, fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is. Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience. Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked.
Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
Alright guys, well that is going to do it for me for this episode. I know this one was longer, but like I said, I assume most of you will skip a lot of it. But anyway, or if you even make it this far, assuming. Anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Please let me know any tips or anything down in the comments, or if I like missed anything. But as always, please try to avoid spoilers. And I will see you all in the next video.